Hello, church. Thank you for joining me today. Bo is going to actually be teaching this Sunday, but I thought I'd just check in here with a very quick little thought. We're in this series, Forward by Faith, and today we're going to be looking at Joshua chapter 7 and chapter 8. I encourage you to read those on your own. When God's people fought God's battle according to God's ways, the battles will be successful. Now, the Israelites followed the strategy God gave them, marching around Jericho, blowing their trumpets, shouting to the Lord, shouting as loud as they could. And the Lord brought down the walls of that city, and it enabled the people to conquer it. If victory requires us to fight according to God's ways, then the flip side is defeat will come when we disobey. Just as the fall of Jericho taught the Israelites that obedience brings victory, the very next battle taught them that disobedience leads to defeat. After taking Jericho, the Israelites moved to conquer the little city of Ai. They said, just a little bit. We can go. Let's not take everyone. No doubt they expected a spectacular victory, but they endured a humiliating defeat. 36 of their men were killed, and the fighters of Ai, they rushed out and chased them far from the city. Now Joshua and the elders, they lamented greatly, even suggesting that God did not keep his promise to give them victory. The problem wasn't with the Lord and him failing to keep his promises, but that the Israelites had failed to keep theirs. God rebuked Joshua for his insinuation that he was breaking his oath, and God pointed to Israel as the covenant breaker. Someone had kept some of the devoted things from Jericho, and Joshua had to identify that person and remove him and the devoted thing from Israel if they were to continue to have success. Remember that God told the Israelites that they had to put all of the silver and gold and bronze and iron from Jericho into the Lord's treasury. But Achan of the tribe of Judah kept some of the treasures for himself. Now, that led to Israel's defeat at Ai, and then it actually led to the final death of Achan and his family. Now, that had to happen to remove the curse of God. The consequences of Achan's sin may seem harsh, his death and his family, until we remember that sin is never a private matter. If sins are not dealt with, they can contaminate the entire family. Also, Achan and his family did not come forward willingly to admit their shortcomings, to admit their sin. They had to be discovered by Lot. Now, maybe things would have gone better for them if Achan confessed his own sins. We really don't know. But we do know there was severe consequences for his sin. None of us should think that our private sins will not have an effect on others. This is one reason why we must be quick to confess our sins, so that we can be cleansed from our sins. And as the series goes, as we're cleansed from our sins, we could move forward by faith.